Yo, what's going on, people? You are tuned in now to another episode of Behind the Baller. We are at episode 7. Lucky motherfucking number 7. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm feeling it. I'm off that VVS right now. Feeling extremely good. I got a real special guest tonight. I got Emily Oberg. Some of you may know who she is. Some of you may not. You're gonna fucking find out who she is. But she started out working with Complex. So if you're a big fan of Complex, she was a big part of that. She was the news correspondent for Complex. And she's Hapa. For those of you who don't know what Hapa means, Hapa is half Asian, half white. And she's dope. She's a personal friend of mine. And, I'm gonna ask her some things. And not the things that you scumbags want me to ask her. But yeah, man, we're gonna get into that in a little bit. People were upset about the Jordan Woods, episode of like, oh, really, you chose Jordan? Listen, man, this is my podcast. All right, cat dicks. Shut the fuck up. Listen, this girl was involved in, whatever people could call it a scandal. Everyone in the fucking world was trying to interview her. And then guess what? She chose to do my show. No, this is pure fucking facts. I'm talking about the biggest news channels. You name it, 2020, anything you could think of, fucking Dateline. I mean, every single possible enormous news outlet, blog, fucking podcast, whatever, all try to get her. And I gave her a platform to speak on some positive shit, some shit that she's doing with her life. So listen, Jordan, thank you again for coming on the show. And let's get started. So I gotta say, yo, listen, man, it's been very nice to be home. It's been almost 3 weeks that I have not gone on a plane. I canceled 2 trips, and there were trips to the Bay, and it's all good, and I can make those up, you know what I'm saying? But it is just, my kids started school, and I kind of wanted to stay put. I wanted to kind of center myself with the podcast, VVS. Like I said, I got like 3 or 4 chains I got in the thing, and I got this Bieber fucking piece I got going on, and I almost ruined the surprise. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? It's nice because I'm about to jump onto a fucking whole tour all over again. Headed out to San Francisco tomorrow. Be out there for a few days, handling some VVS business. Actually, I'm going to interview Lil B, the bass god. This dude is on some whole other shit. He's just out of here. I just fuck with Lil B. He's a dope ass. He's an artist. He's super, I guess you could say genius, you know what I'm saying? Plus he reps the Bay, and I want to actually ask him what the fuck is going on, what he's been up to, if he's speaking at Harvard anymore, whatever else. Apologize about my voice. My voice has been a little crazy again. It's been off. But, next week I'm in Seattle for 3 days. Gonna go to the home opener out there, interview a few people. Then I'm back. Then I'm off to New York, and then I'm back, and then I'm fucking off to the Bahamas. My boy Paul's bachelor party, we're going to turn up out in the Bahamas. It's been a minute, you know what I'm saying? So what do I do after that? I get back. I think I'll go back to San Francisco, and then I'm back, and then I go to fucking DC for my boy Paul's wedding. And shit, we will get into that in a little bit too. Paul's getting married kind of young age. It's one of my best friends in my life. And we'll get into that a little bit. Yeah, man, it's going to be crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to go to Australia in October. And then I still got a London trip, Tokyo. I got this Takashi Murakami collaboration, official collaboration. It's a lot motherfucking going on. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I just want to keep you guys up to date, you know what I'm saying, with what's going on with me. This is really exciting for me to talk about this, especially about where I'm at in my life. But now I want to talk about something that's not exciting. The Lakers have officially picked up Dwight Howard. And I just don't know what to say, I mean, I know it's like, oh, well, who do we have? Like, bro, I'll take a fucking second-year center that's sitting on the bench somewhere else. I'll take anybody. I just can't fuck with him, man. Like, period. He's just so soft. He's like, people start, oh, he's a fucking first ballot fucking Hall of Fame. No, he isn't. What the fuck are you talking about? Are you fucking stupid? Like, and again, I have to say this, maybe 3, 4, maybe 17 more times. Oh, what do you know about basketball? Bitch, I played for real. I consistently watched. I don't need to know every single fucking player's name. But again, I can see, how people are running plays, you know what I'm saying? Defenses, other shit. I played college ball. Like, what did you play? Nothing. Shut the fuck up. Stop throwing irrelevant fucking stats about his career. I want him to play good, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think he will. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually more excited about the Seahawks season, to be honest. The shit looks kind of good, you know what I'm saying? And I'm excited. I'm just happy that Russell's happy. He got his big contract. Speaking of which, totally separate. The Dodgers are number one. You know what I'm saying? I'm mad I missed out on the Yankees games, but, man, obviously, my son's birthday, I had a lot of family in town and everything else. Back to the NBA. Jeremy Lin is signed with the Beijing Ducks. I don't know who the fuck that is. Don't care either. They're paying him $3 million a year, though, so go get that bag. You know what I'm saying? Good for him. Get the money. But I will say this. Living in Beijing, I don't give a fuck if you're even a god in Beijing. You're the king of Beijing. Fuck that. One day we'll get into stories about my Beijing stories. Just that shit just ain't popping. I'm cool. Like, what sucks is they couldn't give him like 2.5 or 3 million in the NBA so he could stay here. But it is what it is. I don't know, man. It's at one point, I try to back Asians regardless, and it's dope that he was in the NBA. And at one point, he was doing work regardless. Fuck his skin color, he was doing work. And as of lately, I don't see much insanity. I'm not hating it. Just it's what observation. So, on to some more good news. I just booked the AT&T campaign. It's pretty dope. It's called a 213 thing. And I start shooting a little bit actually tomorrow before I leave. And then I shoot next week as well. My boy Aaron Levant, who is I don't even know what you call him. I mean, he's not the Jeff Bezos of our generation, but this guy's one of the smartest fucking people I know. And I think if anybody I know that's super close to me besides my business partners that will touch 100 M's, it's got to be him. He was the founder of Agenda trade show. It's a huge fucking show for a little bit. And it's still going on now. I think he sold it. He is a co-founder of ComplexCon, and he is a co-founder of Network App. That's NTWRK, with partners like Jimmy Iovine. No big deal. If you don't know who the fuck that is, then you stop listening to the fucking podcast. But anyways, speaking of network, obviously I dropped my slides on there, dropped a T. I got a few other things. Part of this AT&T campaign, I got something going on with network, and I had my travel kit, my DOP kit, the toiletry bag, had my passport holder. And the thing about Aaron is they're creating so much shit there. It's just dope to have like this modern day QVC on a phone app. So anyways, I'm dropping the sickest motherfucking insane money counter. Okay. Like, I'm not bullshitting you. Next month in September, I am dropping an all gold money counter. Not one of them cheap motherfuckers. I'm talking about a legit ass money counter. This thing is fucking dope. It is going to sell out fast. I'm telling you, everyone's going to want this shit. I can't wait to get the motherfucker in my hands. It's so sick. It's all gold. Just fucking dope. You know what I'm saying? And another thing that is just super fucking amazing is we just closed an insane big deal. The biggest deal in VVS history. Like, so proud of my team. So proud of just where we are with this in the cannabis space. And in October, mid-October, we're going to launch our VVS collaboration with Men and launch our products in there in LA. But like LA, exclusively in LA County, you know what I'm saying? Like the West Hollywood, downtown LA, Beverly Hills. But they're their main like shops in LA. And then eventually, we'll get to Nevada and Vegas and all that stuff. But this is a big fucking deal. Like I said, it's the biggest deal we've done. And I mentioned before on other podcasts that, like, I love where we are, like currently as far as our brand, as far as our products, the quality of everything. And it's like, I've been doing this for almost 3 years. And I feel like we're just getting started right now. You know what I mean? Like, all that shit was like college. And now we're like really in the pros. But Nah, I can't say that because we've been in the pros the whole time. But it's like, I don't know, it's like that weird Ben Simmons rookie year. It's like that second year rookie year. I don't know, it's weird. But this is going to be sick. It's going to be an enormous launching pad. This is going to help so much with my exit plan into retirement and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. I'm just super fucking hyped. I'm hyped for the show. And I got a lot of shit to say about a lot of things, about credit, about, you know, how to fucking motivate yourself to fucking become successful and things like that. But, yo, Miles, right about now, throw me one of them motherfucking Lakey beats. So the MTV Awards were this week, and I give absolutely zero fucks about the show. Fuck that stupid ass lame ass show. Like, you have to be some real fucking, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people do still watch it, but you just gotta be goofy to me. Like, I just don't give a fuck. I fucking hate Miley Cyrus. Don't give a fuck about her either. Obviously, I was too old to watch Hannah Montana, where the fuck it is. I mean, her dad's a legend, but I don't fuck with her. Don't give a fuck about anything that she got to do with. We got mutual friends, I'm sure, and good for that, but I don't know. I don't fuck with her. Missy, I heard she killed it. Great. I still don't care about the show. What I do care about is my boy Marc Jacobs was on there. Not exactly sure, but he got an award. I'm not really positive, but, you know, I just don't really give a fuck about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't really watch award shows, period. It's really not my thing. I do watch the Oscars, though. You know what I'm saying? I watched the first 20 minutes and the last 20 minutes. And the Grammys, you know, I don't know. But I'll tell you what show I did watch. I watched the new motherfucking Dave Chappelle special. And that shit was fucking lit. Yo, this was vintage Dave Chappelle. I don't know. He did a special like a year ago or 2 years ago, and it was Netflix. It was all right. It was cool. This right here was like, this is a legendary show. This is fucking super offensive. Exactly how I like it. Talking a gang of shit. It was just so fucking good. And, you know, the the gay community is upset about it. He addressed things about trans people and gays and stuff. And I just think, again, man, everyone just needs to fucking relax. Now, if you're talking about someone's like, I don't know, a deadly disease, maybe, you know, kids' allergies that are life-threatening, you're making jokes about some shit like that. And don't get me wrong, listen, I already know how bad, you know, it's been for gay people. It's also been bad for other black people who've been oppressed and for, you know, I mean, there's people who have been through all kinds of shit. Listen, I'm just saying, comedy is about no boundaries. You should be able to talk your shit. I watched a lot of stand-up in my life, and it's sad that those people can't, like, be the same as they were. Like, Dice, one of my favorite comedians, you know, I talk about it before. I talked about it before. You know, Angela Clay is super offensive. And again, when he makes fun of Asians, I don't give a fuck. That shit's, if it's funny, I'll laugh. You know, but I don't give a fuck if you haven't watched it. Sorry, man. Just like a small little snippet, but like Dave talked about how people talk about cancel culture. You know what I'm saying? And I told you I got in an argument with this dude the other day, and that was warranted. But like when people try to find shit out about you, you know what I mean, and make you apologize for something you said, and they took it out of context, and it's just like, Jesus Christ, man, like, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Another thing too is, what have you done to better your community, your people, the world, whatever? If you haven't done shit, don't say shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, Dave Chappelle, Sticks and Stones. If you haven't watched it, you should definitely watch that shit. That shit was fucking just really good. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, speaking of which, there's like a few things that I want, like, there's a couple movies I want to catch up and watch, but I mean, they came out like last week, and like, you know, back in the day, if a movie was big and it was good, that should be in the theaters for like 6 months, like 5-6 months. Then it would take like another 7 months to get to fucking VHS. So it'd be like a year. From the first time it dropped, it would take a year for you to watch the movie. You know what I'm saying? And they started getting fast with DVDs, but now with streaming, shit is coming fast as fuck. With that said, there's a movie called Good Boys. I want to watch that shit so bad. I want to be lit. I mean, I'm lit every day, and I'm high right now. But I want to watch that movie. Shit looks fucking funny as fuck. I think I could probably watch it in San Francisco, or I'm gonna catch it next week in Seattle. We'll see. But they just show the preview for The Irishman, and this is something I've been wanting to watch ever since I've heard about them filming it, and it's the first time Martin Scorsese and Robert De Niro have connected in over 20 years. This shit looks incredible. They're dropping it in limited theaters, and it's also dropping on Netflix like 2 or 3 weeks later. And I know I said this. I said, if you drop a movie the same day you dropped it on stream, I'm going to watch it on stream. Now, the thing is, it's like a 2 or 3 week lead, and I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck all that. I'm not going to wait. So those are some things. If you watch like a really good movie, like something super dope, man, do me a favor. DM the Ben Baller Pod page. You know what I'm saying? Let me know, what you fucking with. Next up, I finally got my Apple Card, like physically in my hand. It's nice. It's dope. There are no numbers on it. And I found out people have skimmers and shit at ATM machines, like sketchy ATM machines, like the gas stations. So like you put your card in there and the motherfucker steals all your information. But the dope thing about fucking Apple Card is that as soon as you put your card in there, the number changes. So the encryption changes all the time. So it wouldn't matter if someone had your fucking number of what you use for gas. It shit changes, you know what I'm saying? And speaking of which, going back, like people like DM me and ask me questions and stuff. And I don't know so much about it as it is. And people are like, yo, man, 12.9% APR, man. That shit's, it's really bad. Like, check this out, man, okay? Unless you're just fucking stupid or you're just fucking dumb or, you've had a fucking, student Wells Fargo card or a bank card or whatever it is that has like a fucking, 0% interest rate for the first fucking half year, whatever the fuck it is. Listen, man, 12.99 is about the fucking best you're going to get on a card that has a real limit. I ain't talking about one of them cars that have $5,000, $6,000. I'm talking about a card that has like 25, 30, 40 bands on it. You know what I'm saying? Remember, Visa cards are, unsecured Visa cards, like a bank. They're not trying to have you have more than 25,000. They don't want to, put themselves in that situation, especially if you don't have a great history. And I mentioned it before, guys I know with fucking $120 million contracts, they didn't get, they got 25,000, 30,000, credit limits. And most of the people I saw, their credit APRs were 17.99 to 25%. The only motherfucker I saw at the 12.99 was my man Brooks. You know what I'm saying? And he has the website dragtimes.com or dragtimes.com on YouTube. The motherfucker is the shit. I love that dude. But anyways, you motherfuckers are retarded. You have no idea what the fuck you're talking about when it comes to APRs. We'll go more into credit in a second. But one of my producers, Jordan Winters, he had this idea of like, hey man, tell me where you're listening to the podcast at. You know what I'm saying? Like show a picture. And like some people are showing a picture from a high rise. It was super dope. What city you're in. And I started looking at some of them on the Ben Baller page. By the way, I don't run that page. My producers do and my team does. And I love that I'm seeing people from like Malaysia, London, fucking Russia, Seattle, Texas, Miami. It's just super dope, man. I really appreciate it. Again, thank you so much. If you're listening to the show and you're not subscribing, please subscribe. Helps us out. Helps me out. Gets us back on the charts and everything. You know what I'm saying? And always, please tell a friend. All right? Time for me to discuss like something I want you guys to all know. All right. At the end of the day, of every day, I want all of you out there to know this. I always knew I wanted to work in music or entertainment, right? Until I actually got into the business. And, after a little while, I began to hate it. You know what I'm saying? Especially music. I lost my drive because of the quote business quote is such a shitty place and such a dirty place. You know what I mean? People are just getting fucking robbed left and right. And, it's just sad to see people not be represented properly by an attorney, have zero idea how the business works. And it's just a shitty, the record business is a shitty business, you know what I'm saying? But understand, like, sometimes, not often. I haven't heard someone doing this, but I'm just trying to think of a metaphor, you might find $100 bill that's all crumpled up and it's touch piss. It's like, you could see like shit on it and whatever the fuck you could think of. It's like, yo, you could still clean that $100 bill up and use it to your advantage, right? I mean, it is still money regardless, no matter how dirty it is or anything. You can use it for a good cause, you know what I'm saying? And like, I didn't know what was destined for me, but I knew I wasn't going to give up until I had like a mansion and a Ferrari. You know, I know it sounds silly and whatever else, but you know, once I got that, I realized that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? And you'll realize later, like, I say this all the time, my life was so much more less stressful before kids, before any kind of like success or anything, you know what I'm saying? But I'll say this, man, my success was powered by dreams. Shout out again to my man, Luigi, the whole Rude team. They got that print on a shirt and it was like, yo, that's exactly how I feel, you know what I mean? And especially him being Filipino in the fashion game where, like, you know, there's not that many Asians in there. Don't get me wrong, there's Jason Wu, Alexander Wang, but I'm saying like in this younger space, you know what I mean? He really got a chance to do something real big. And by the way, he outfitted me for this AT&T commercial. I'm doing this shit and everything. And it's just dope, you know what I'm saying? And being Asian, you have to understand, like, of course I've been hated on. I've been hated on since I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? I was a fucking breakdancer in the early and mid 80s. I played high school and college football and basketball as an Asian, okay? Asian in hip hop, like doing for real big things. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't think too much of it, but a lot of these young Asian kids, the yellow folks, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these people, you know, they can't get past that diversity in their neighborhood or where they grew up, in the area they're from. And it's like, I just want them to know that it's fucking possible. It don't matter what you're doing unless you want to be a motherfucking rapper. You know what I'm saying? I came from a lower middle class family, a working family. Both parents worked. I was a latchkey kid. You know what I'm saying? We weren't poverty stricken, like destitute, but you know, if my family missed 2 paychecks, you know, we're out in the streets, you know what I'm saying? It was stressful times. And you know, so until my kids turn 21, I'm never going to stop this grind. Like, period. I mean, I know I said I'm going to retire in 3 or 4 years, but who fucking knows what's going to happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always going to work and I'm just going to always complain. And that's just me. I just like to talk shit, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not stopping until my kids are good. After 21, man, it's really on them, you know what I'm saying? But like, people don't know this about me. Like, I still flip kicks here and there, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get a lot of gifts for exchange of like posts that I've done and like work and whatever. And it's like, yo, man, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'll go to, you know, local spot, whatever, get my little 3K cashed out, you know what I'm saying? That pays a bill. I mean, I always keep that hustler shit in me, period. I keep assets around me inside my house. You know what I'm saying? Like, period, point blank. You know, I got bear bricks, I got art, all that shit. You know, I just keep, you know, all kinds of different things. You know, I never know when shit is going to go down, you know? And I want to make sure I have things that are recession proof. Like I said, man, gold is fucking $1,550 right now an ounce. It's fucking crazy. And if gold keeps going up, I'm telling you, it's recession time. So be smart, you know what I'm saying? And going back to the youth, there are hustles that have expiration dates, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, there are a lot of ways to reinvent yourselves, you know, if your career or something else doesn't pan out, you know what I'm saying? I reinvented myself 3 times, you know? But yeah, like if you want to be in the NBA or the NFL, you know, motherfucker, Andrew Luck just retired at 29. Gronk just retired at like 29 recently. And it's like, that's fucking young, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are calling you washed up at like 32 or 33. That shit's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Being a rapper, just not a great career choice unless you want to struggle. You know what I'm saying? And you have to really decide, do you really have that gift for rhyming or making music and songs? Like, are you a songwriter? Because if you just want to be a performer, you're just going to be fucking miserable. You're going to be fucking making no money. And like, fame ain't that, it ain't it, bro. Like, you know, like, or, you know, for the women out there, it's just not it. It's just, even if you love doing it, you know, that never stop working for your dreams. Don't stop until you reach your dreams, and never give up on your dreams. That quote, you know, for the most part, that shit's cool. But when it comes to rappers, that shit is dangerous. You know what I mean? Because you got these dudes who are like in their late 30s, early 40s that like think like, oh, one day that day might come. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z's gonna listen to my tape, or I don't know, Kendrick's gonna jump on a song. It doesn't even matter who you have on a song with you. It's like it's fucking a 1 in a billion chance. There's literally 1 billion rappers in the world now. I know it's not that high, but I'm just saying, like, it's just not. It's not a lucrative career, even for the guys that are in there. It's like it's a short fucking your life expectancy in the rap game is just super short. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a gambling man. I gamble, and but I know when to let go. And I see guys in rappers camps or entourages, you know what I'm saying, who want to be a rapper and they're working for a dude, maybe they're doing some writing, maybe they're participating in some way or whatever. And it's like, yo, man, there's not a real long fucking career for being an entourage. I'll just tell you that right now. I'm not being a hater, I'm just being real. It's so tough to not be super supportive of your boss that's paying your bills, that's taking you on tour and everything else. But, there are more people, that are trying to be rappers in the world today than there are like real estate agents and car salesmen combined in the entire planet. Why? Because the game has gotten so watered down that it's become like known as a job or a profession that's easy to do. It's like, it's a fucking joke. Obviously, there's no schooling needed. You know what I'm saying? You could practice inside your home or fucking outside your house. And like, when you hear some of these musics now in this fucking ABC fucking fucking bubblegum mumble rap, it's like, yo, man, it is easy. It's like, it's a joke, But like when I was growing up in my teenage years, if you had an album out and a CD came out, like I'm telling you right now, this is pure facts. 90% of everyone who came out in that era was good. You were fucking dope, like period. Do you know what I'm saying? You had style, you're original, it was listenable. Like now it's like there's millions of rappers. And I want to say 999,000 or more than a million, they're just trash. It's like now if you listen to this shit today, over 90% of it is trash. So it's fucking scary. You know what I'm saying? And I want to end this rant on a positive note. You know what I'm saying? I worked minimum wage jobs. I don't give a fuck how many times I tell you this. I worked a minimum wage job. Several of them. You know what I'm saying? I had a paper route. I delivered local newspapers on a bicycle. You know what I'm saying? I fucked up my credit 3 times as an adult. Adult over the age of 18, fucked up my credit 3 times. And I still have a net worth now today of over 8 figures. You know what I'm saying? With a good chance to hit 9 figures. You know what I'm saying? Before my time is over. So I'm telling you, it can happen for you. It can. You, for real, you. All right? Learn how to say no. Okay? Learn how to get the negative people out of your motherfucking life. Doesn't matter if they're family. Weighing you down, negative, get them the fuck out of your life. It'll make your life a lot better. Learn how to recharge your battery. Not your fucking phone battery, your life battery. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about who the fuck follows you on social media. Worry about who follows you in real life, okay? And one key I'll tell you right now, learn how to barter, all right? Bartering is one of the best gifts, skills that I learned in my life. My mom used to do that shit. She still does that shit now. She did that shit all the time when I was growing up. And literally, when that dumbass fucking stupid ass baker fucked up on my son's birthday cake, my mom took that shit. She took that cake home, like, along with a gang of other food and all kinds of other shit. My mom tried to take a bear brick home. Like, god damn. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee she took that cake, took it back to her fucking, to her building and gave it to the security guards. And now they're going to look out for her a little better. You know what I'm saying? Like, bartering is a motherfucking major key. And, not everyone has a hustler spirit though. I know that already. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. I just personally knew no matter how good I was at my job, working at Priority Records or Aftermath, at the end of the day, I was still working for someone else and not fully controlling my life, my career, And I was young, I'm just saying. At the same time, some people are better off just working under somebody. They just are, they don't want to have the extra responsibility. They're just cool with that. That's what it is. Boom. those people, they fill space. Some of them are really important. Some of them, they just, I don't know, man. I don't know how. I don't think like that. So I can't speak on behalf of them. But some of these people, they can't be the quarterback. They can't be the wide receiver. They can't be the coach. You know what I'm saying? They just can't. Some people weren't meant to be a boss, but their ego has told them they can be. And the people around them say, yeah, fuck yeah, you can do that shit. And then years go by and they wonder why shit isn't popping for them. And then they tell themselves, hey man, you know what? Well, success takes time. And they start finding memes and quotes and all these things. And they start living by these quotes. And that's cool. But at a certain point, you know what? You need to fucking hit reality. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? After a certain while, it could be a long time. It's not going to hit. Guess why? Because it wasn't meant to fucking be for you. All right. And for some of them, they had just enough to front on Instagram to kind of give more oxygen so they could front and just perpetrate a fraud. And you know what I'm saying? But what does that do in real life? How does that pay bills? How does that further you? How does that get you to your goals? It doesn't. You got to be real with yourself. You know what I'm saying? I have a 45-minute by myself meeting every day. I assess my days. I assess my week. I try to live in the moment, but my moments that I live for are the ones when I'm with my family, enjoying my kids' laugh, seeing them happy. You know what I'm saying? I've already literally figured out how to get a bag. You know what I'm saying? I know how to get them here and there, right? But more importantly, I've planted seeds, all right? I've watered down my crops many years ago. You know what I'm saying? I've seen my plants grow. Some of them are growing fast. Some of them are growing slow. Some of them had weeds and fucking killed them. You know what I'm saying? And it's yo, man, I've learned how to build an organic fucking farm when it comes to my career. The problem is not everyone wants to grow a plant. You know what I'm saying? That microwave era shit. They want to find a shortcut. There are no shortcuts in life. You must take the motherfucking stairs for real. All right. Always remember, someone took the same situation you're in and won with it. Shout out to my boy Cole for that one. You know what I'm saying? And always remember, I am responsible for what I say. I am not responsible for what you understand. And also remember, it's not bragging if you're telling the truth. We're about to get into this Emily Oberg interview. I'm kind of hyped about this. You know what I'm saying? I don't know a lot of things. We just homies, you know what I'm saying? So there's more detailed shit about her career I don't know about, you know what I'm saying, her sex life, or whatever the fuck she want to talk about. But right about now, at Lakey Inspired, my guy Lakey, hit me with one of the motherfucking beats. So we got a very special guest in the house. And, I feel like this is crazy because one is meant to be, I never thought I'd interview you because you've interviewed me, but it's but this is something that had to happen. And I'm so happy it is. But listen, everyone, we have Emily Oberg in the house. So please show some love to my little niece, Emily. So hello.
Hi.
Let's just get right into it. Because I think a lot of my followers know who you are, and then there's people who don't. So act as if no one knows you, right?
Okay.
So start off with telling me where you're from.
I'm from Calgary, Alberta, which is a small oil town in Canada.
Wait a second. Calgary has what's the
Stampede.
No, the hockey team.
Oh, Flames.
Yeah, the Flames.
Yeah.
Pro.
Big deal.
Yeah, they're huge, right?
Yeah.
Are you a hockey fan?
No.
Okay, good. I hate hockey. Now another thing too is I don't even know. I mean, first of all, I know you're young, but do you mind telling the people how old you are?
I'm 25.
Oh, you're 25.
Yeah.
Oh,
what,
shit.
is that old?
No, I thought you were 23.
No.
Jesus Christ.
You met me when I was probably 22.
Okay. So listen, I remember you saying this before, and I hate this term too, but I hate the term influencer, right?
I mean, you are an influencer.
I mean, I am legitimately.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I mean, like, so like, tell everyone like what you do for a living.
Well, I would say first and foremost, I own my brand, Sporting Rich. And then I consult for brands. I do art direction, creative direction. I'll do campaigns, help with branding, design, just kind of helping brands with ideas and figure out what they want to do and who they are and how to market to people.
Okay, so hold on. Let's start with what is Sporty and Rich?
Sporting Rich is a brand. It started as a print magazine, and I recently expanded into, I guess I would say it's streetwear, but I hate that word too.
Nah, I wouldn't think it's like, because I own some Sporty and Rich. I don't think like
No, it's not streetwear. It's like, it's just basics.
it's essentials, basics. Okay, yeah.
Basics.
Do you do like fall, spring, winter,
Well,
summer?
now I am. So before I never wanted to make it into a brand just because there's so much out there. I was just not inspired to like create a brand. But now I'm doing consistent drops, one a month. I do pre-order only. I do some wholesale, and I'm going to start and cut and sew soon.
Oh shit. Okay. So I mean, is this funded by you, or is it like, are you do like you have
No, it's all me.
no financial backing, right? No,
No.
like no venture
No.
capitalist, no angel money.
Nope.
So I didn't know that it was did you say it was a magazine?
Yeah. I've done 4 now.
You're so fucking crazy. You like
Some
literally
friend
remind me
you
of,
are.
No, you remind me of fucking that kid from Rushmore who like was like in 15 different extracurricular classes and shit, like everything. Okay, so when did you decide to start your own business?
Well, I started the brand in 2014, like right when I started Complex. But, I've always had full-time jobs.
Wait a second, you started Complex in 2014?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was before. Oh shit. Okay, go on.
No, that's when I moved to New York. I was 20. I've always had a full-time job, so I just like did it for fun. And then
But you're a kid. I mean, what do you mean? You had like, what other full-time jobs did you have?
I've had a full-time job since I was 20. So I started it then, but I'm saying I never really tried until now because I had been working for people until last year.
Okay, so that's how I knew of you, Complex, right? I remember like I saw something, I forgot where, like me and Kim Kardashian got in an argument somewhere, and then like you covered, and I was like, who the fuck is this girl? And I was like, now they got fucking like real news correspondents on fucking, this is weird. So how was it like working at Complex? Like, do you feel like that was like the launching pad of your career?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Complex was my college experience because I never went to school, and obviously that's how a lot of people know who I am, and there's so much exposure being on camera every day. But I miss it. I loved Complex. I'm still friends with everyone.
Really? Okay, that's dope. No,
I loved it.
Yeah. Did you ever get to work with Mark Echo at all or no?
A little bit, but he wasn't really like involved in like the day-to-day what we were doing. We were like so beneath him.
Who was like running the day-to-day there?
On my side, it was someone named Cornell, who is the head of the video team. Yeah.
Wait, so what about was Russ Bengston was he like a big dude
he
there?
was there. I always loved Russ.
Russ is my dog.
Yeah, he's the best.
No, but like I've known Russ forever from Nike Talk, which you probably have no idea what that is.
I know what that is.
Oh, okay. I don't know if like, I know it sounds so stupid, but I was like a big deal on Nike Talk for like a while. And I fucking hate that site. But I mean, so you're half Filipino or what are you?
Yeah, I'm half.
And half what else?
My mom's Swedish.
Oh, your dad is a Filipino.
Yeah, it's always the mom. My dad's like cool as fuck though, so that's why.
I've seen pictures. Your dad seems cool. Do you think you represent like? Do you rep your Filipino heritage at all, or do you like? Or you think you're like?
Yeah, I mean, I don't. How would I rep it? I don't.
No, I mean like, do you eat like motherfucking sinigang and like fucking
I love
adobo?
sinigang.
Oh, okay.
But that's the only food that I like.
You don't like adobo?
No.
Right. You don't like.
It's just like all fried and like it's not my vibe. But like when I go home, I always tell my grandma to make sinigang.
Oh man,
it's so good,
especially when it's cold and just extra. Like, listen, you already know I'm Filipino. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like fucking. Well, you've been to the Philippines at least, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I've been twice.
I love the Philippines. This shit is crazy.
But my favorite food is Korean food.
Oh man, Korean food's so amazing. You know, it's
so good.
It's incredible. So you're 25, right? And you don't drink, you don't smoke.
No.
But okay, have you ever had a taste of champagne before?
I've probably had like 2 drinks in my life.
And what caught, like, why don't you want to drink?
Well, my whole Asian side doesn't drink because they're allergic. I mean, you know this.
Right, yeah.
Asians can't, they don't.
No, some Asians can drink.
Okay, yeah, that's
Especially
true.
Filipinos. What are you talking about?
My first time I had a bad experience. I just got sick. And the second time I got sick again. And I feel like there's no reason, and it's all gross. It's like, what reason is there to drink?
Okay, no, I don't know. A little fancy girl like you might like a mimosa, like some rosé or something. It's just not you. Okay, so you drink water. That's it.
I mean, I'll have juice.
What's your favorite water?
I guess I can say now. There was like some controversy with a water brand I did, but I like this brand called Antipodes from New Zealand. It's in a glass bottle and it tastes really good.
Well, first of all, anything glass bottle, I'm fucking a big fan of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially when like you get a big Aquapana, like the glass bottle ones, you know what I'm saying? But hold on, where the fuck do you get that at?
So they only have it at Erewhon and Sunset Tower.
Oh. Sunset Tower Hotel?
Yeah, like that's what they serve you when you get water.
By the way, it's one of my favorite places to eat. Like dinner there's lit.
Have you had their chicken pot pie?
I've never had chicken pot
Their
pie
ice
there.
cream sundaes.
So my original, I had ice cream, how funny is this, man? I had an ice cream sundae with the guy we were just talking about. Who I introduced you to.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, it's like a lot of people don't know this. My original wedding was there.
Really?
Yeah, me and my wife. We were getting married there. It was all set up, and then last minute we decided to go to the beach. And a lot of people don't know it's a 5-star hotel.
Yeah.
It's is for sure 100% super legit. I went to the room like Marilyn, I was gonna say Marilyn Manson. Marilyn Monroe stayed in, and like it's such a fucking dope hotel.
Yeah.
People don't realize that is one of the, if you want to see like major A-list stars, dinner there, it's crazy.
Totally.
I know this is not about me.
But that's not why you go.
No,
it's just like a good vibe.
I know this is not about me. My wife loves going there. One night I was having dinner with my wife. We're having a dope ass dinner in the just waiting for my table. Seth MacFarlane walks in, right? Then I see Lionel Richie there, right? God. Say hi to Lionel. Then I see Jennifer Aniston there. I'm like, this is crazy. So because we were getting married there, I went through the whole walk through the whole nine. So if you've been there a lot, between the restaurant, there's like another like bar where like the pool is.
That's
like
the best part.
Okay, yeah. That's not open sometimes.
Yeah.
So if you go through there, there's there's like a smaller bathroom, like more private. Yeah. So like whatever. So I go to that bathroom because I know what's up, right? So I go to the bathroom. It's small, clean, whatever. And I go into the stall, go pee, come right out, start washing my hands. And Tom Cruise is washing his hands.
Oh my God.
2 feet away from each other, right? My sister was Tom Cruise stylist for 18 years. Like I'm talking, she lived, and on top of that, he's done so much for my family, for my mom. When my pops passed away, he like sent 50,000 of flowers. Like he's been very close to my family. So now, someone on that level. This is not Bieber. It's not like it's. You're talking about a real fucking 40 years in the game. So I'm washing hands. I'm right next to him, and he walks out real quietly. Doesn't want to say nothing to nobody. He already has that energy. I could just feel it. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, Tom, I didn't know. I was like, yo, it's Ben. I'm Gene Yang's brother. And he turns around, gives me a hug, kiss on the cheek. He's like, he's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing here? I was like, I'm having dinner, with my wife. And he goes, you have to join us. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I see my wife, I'm like, babe. And she's like, what the fuck's going on? I'm like, I was like, this is my wife. Boom. And he goes, listen, your family, because my sister, boom. Yeah. So Katie's there. And I know Katie. It's one of my sister's best friend. My sister had a clothing line with her called Holmes and Yang.
Oh.
And they had a line for like a while. It was sold at Maxfield's and at like all the high-end boutiques. So, I see Katie. He's sitting with the most random people. Mary J. Blige and Julianne Hough. Like the super most random shit, right? So we sit down and we finished dinner. So we're like, and the guy who's always seated me and stuff, he walks over to me and goes, excuse me, sir. You can't bother them. And I was like, motherfucker, if you don't get the fuck away from me. Like he's super cool, but he was like really worried.
Yeah.
And Tom's like, no, he's with me. And the guy's like, oh, of course he is. I'm sorry. And part of me is like, yeah, motherfucker. That black exotic car that's parked on the side always? No, I'm just joking. Anyways. So going on, you only drink water. You like that. Or you drink other shit, whatever. You don't drink soda at all?
No. I just don't like it.
You're a fucking weirdo. Going back to what you were saying, you said you've worked with other brands. I remember when you got your job and we were talking about it and you became the creative lead for, or whatever, the head of women's for Kith.
Yep.
Was there anything else you did? I mean, like, were there any other brands that were that big that you work with?
No, it was Complex and Kith, and that was it.
Okay, so then what brands have you helped out
Oh,
right now?
consulted for.
Consulted? Consulted, yeah.
I was working with this brand called Bandier, which is like a women's active brand. This brand, Outdoor Voices, which have you heard of?
No.
Mostly like activewear brands.
Yeah, you're like all into the working out and shit, which I'm actually going to go into that thing in a second.
Well, when I moved to I mean, that's LA. I just feel like I became all about wellness when I moved here.
I remember when you hit me up, you're like, hey, listen, I'm moved to LA. What do you think? Blah, blah. I was like, yo, I gave you my real 2 cents. Yeah. And like, you told me about cars and stuff. And I was like super impressed. I was like, yo, remember we talked about it. I know you were slightly nervous because you were like leaving a job that was like paying you whatever. And then, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. You're making much more money now than you were before, like when you were. Yeah, that's crazy. That's good for you. You know what? The followers and the fans and the people listening right now, especially the ones that troll me and you on the comments and stuff and everything, right now they're wondering why we're not talking about how many dicks you've touched and all this fucking terrible, gross, fucking trash shit. And they're probably like, man, fuck Ben. He's not asking her the good shit. And like, no, fuck you.
God.
Listen, she's a fucking entrepreneur. She's a fucking working class fucking girl. She's fucking doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving her a fucking platform to fucking spread positivity to fucking women. You know, and now let me come on hate on you a little bit. So, listen, did you think I was gonna hate on you when you started like doing jewelry?
No, I thought you'd support me because you're my friend.
No, I was like, I that was weird because you just came out of nowhere, and so I had like.
Is it though? I've always worn jewelry. I've always been into jewelry.
But that ring was it 93 or 94? I forgot.
They're custom.
No shit. I'm talking about what is that? What is 93, 94 signify?
94 is the year I was born.
Oh, okay.
Dumbass.
Fuck, I was almost finished with college at that time. Jesus Christ. Okay, so you decided, are you still doing jewelry or no?
Well, I was thinking of doing my own under sporting. Like that was a collab. I was thinking of doing my own.
Oh, so okay.
Do you think I should?
I mean, honestly, to be real with you, you've seen how lucrative it's been for me, and
there's no like cool girls like doing.
Well, no, my cousin Anita Co. She's amazing. She's one of the biggest. She kills it. She crushes it.
But is it affordable?
No, not at all.
That's the thing.
Whatsoever.
I think it needs to be somewhat like affordable.
No, I hear you. There's some girls who do it, like my friend Jen Meyer. It's like semi, but it's also kind of expensive. But like, no,
Yeah.
I get it.
Like in our space, I guess.
No, I get it. Going back to being like in the fitness thing and working out, because I remember, in fact,
Oh my God, I forgot we did that episode together.
Well, we're gonna get into that in a second. You know what's crazy? So many people have so many misconceptions about me being a hater or me being this, that, and the third. Listen, I'm a dick. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just because I am cocky, whatever. But when it comes to my friends, I definitely help my friends out, and my friends help me out. Emily's got me bags before. She's helped me out. And am I lying or not? Did I not get you like literally a serious interview with a fucking $1 billion fucking corporation? Like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I just remember that right now.
Yeah.
And they're doing, I think, did they end up, they started a sport line. Remember? That was weird. I wonder if we could, you're not going to get into it. So going into is it Get Sweaty or Getting Sweaty?
Get Sweaty.
It's Get Sweaty?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you come up with that series or
Yeah.
you came up with it?
Yeah.
And it lived on Complex, right? Okay. Is it still going on or no?
No.
Oh, I don't.
Since I left, no. If they did, I would be pissed.
First of all, I forgot I was on the show.
Me too, until now.
And you know the funny thing was? The first minute is the best. Like, stop being so grumpy, Ben. It was so me. It was so, that's so me, right?
Yeah.
I didn't want to be there. I'm so fucking out of shape and everything else. But like, pretty much for the most part, you worked out with celebrities, right?
Yeah.
Like, who was the funnest celebrity workout?
I mean, DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled.
We went to his house in Miami. It was amazing. And this was like the height of his, Snapchat, like we the best.
You smart, the keys and all stuff.
Like this was right at the top of that.
So what'd you guys do? Like you guys like worked out for real or just?
Yeah, he has he works out. He has an elliptical. We like did jumping jacks, squats, and then he like jumped in his pool at the end with his Yeezys on and like clothes on. It was just amazing.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's also the nicest guy. Like,
no, Cal is super nice. He's such a nice guy.
Yeah.
I just feel like, sometimes I fuck with him just because like, he like completely changed his personality to be like Mr. Positive. Not saying he wasn't, it just was funny. Like, when like there was this prank caller who was calling all these people back in the day, a lot of hip hop people, he called Scott Storch and caught him on a bad day. And like, his name is Ralphige, some shit. He crank called Khaled and Khaled went fucking off. Like fuck you, motherfucker. Listen, but it was just crazy. It was fucking hilarious.
Really?
Yeah, it was funny. But no, Khaled's a good dude. I got nothing against dude. He's always been.
No,
He's always
I
been
like the
solid.
positivity. It's like no one is preaching like that good stuff in this space.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Definitely not you.
well, I mean, listen, man.
I'm just
I preach realness at least.
No, I know.
You know, the thing with Khaled that cracks me up is that he was really upset that Tyler beat him on that number one album. That shit was it was pretty crazy to like. I don't know. He deleted it because he doesn't want to be that person.
What did he say?
He just kind of threw some subliminals at him.
I mean,
Threw a few subs.
It happens.
Yeah, it is what it is. But I want to get to something I've wanted to ask you for at least 3 years.
Oh God.
No, more than 3 years. Jesus Christ. I want to ask you this for like, just because like, why? But you did a Supreme documentary, or was it a short? It was a short film. And it was called Sold Out, and it was about Supreme resellers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One, why?
Why not? Do you know how big Supreme is in reselling?
I mean,
Come on.
Are you telling me, well, look at this room?
Exactly. Why not?
But I'm like, was tied in, you know what I'm saying? So like, okay, what do you think you learned about that? And then, compared to like, how has it changed today?
The reselling game?
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't follow, like, since I left Complex, I don't follow these things. I'm just not interested. Like, it was my job. That's
Good
why.
for fucking you.
I was in it. I don't know what's going on now. I mean, people told me, like, I know people blame me for like making it so big and now the line's crazy, but it was crazy years before I even came into it.
Girl, like, I've been wearing Supreme since it started. Like, it's.
No, I know. And people, I don't know, they're annoying.
Well, okay. So that's dope that because you really don't pay attention to that shit. You don't give a fuck.
I don't have Twitter anymore. Like, I just don't care.
What?
No.
Twitter's the best. It's all my news gets
it's
there.
It's very negative space.
Yeah. You're a fucking weirdo.
There we go.
But like, hold on. Okay, so let me ask you a question. Like, who are you wearing right now?
Oh my God. Sporty and rich.
Oh my God. Oh, good for you.
My bag's the row.
No, I'm talking like your top. Oh, everything's
It's James Purse. They have the best t-shirts.
FYI, me and James Purse went to high school together. We're friends.
Oh my God. This was, hook me up. This is a $180 t-shirt. I'm going broke buying these t-shirts.
You know what? He has definitely one of the most expensive basics lines. Right?
Oh yeah.
So me and James are the same exact age. We were in the same school, freshman, sophomore year. He would get dropped off in a Testarossa, like back then when it was current, like that's like was Beverly Hills High School, you know what I'm saying, before I got kicked out. And his dad, Tommy Purse, is the founder of Maxfield and owner.
Oh.
Yeah. And that's how he's always in fashion. And dude was on my football team, and he was always talented. I mean, I grew up with James Purse, you know what I'm saying? I haven't seen him in forever, but he, if we start talking and be like, whoa, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, you trip out. I'm sure a lot of people like from high school and shit trip out, but going on, that's crazy. I want to go right into it. Like, who are your biggest fashion influences?
I think Sofia Coppola is a very cool woman.
She's one of my favorite fucking people in the world.
She's so cool. I mean, I don't know her, but her collab with Louis Vuitton, I think that was like one of the best things that they've ever done.
Her and Marc Jacobs are friends, you know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
She's just amazing. Who else? I feel like there's not that many.
It's crazy you said that. Like, I love Sophia.
She's so cool. I feel like there's not that many well-dressed celebrities or people. I don't know. I'm just not, especially right now, I feel like they're all just wearing what's hype.
It's fucked up.
It's just like no one has a sense of personal
Did you watch the movie Somewhere that she did at the Chateau Mall? One of my favorite movies. When she was finishing them film, she was still at the Chateau a lot. Mm-hmm. And that's one of my favorite places to get lunch, dinner. Did you see the Chateau Gucci collection?
Yeah.
That shit is fire. I don't really fuck with Gucci like that, but that shit is like lit. I feel like she had something to do with that. I'm just completely,
Really?
but because she was just dope.
Maybe,
yo.
yeah.
So Sophia, she had a really good friend. I don't know if they're super best friends. Her name is Zoe Cassavetes. Mm-hmm. And Zoe's dad was a super famous director. Her brother, Nick Cassavetes, who's a fucking gangster. You, in a million years, you see this dude, he looks like a straight Hell's Angel biker gang dude. Scary looking dude. He's also done some acting. Mm-hmm. If you see this guy, you'd be scared of him. And he directed The Notebook, like of all movies. Yeah, like you would never think like this dude is. So me and Zoe used to be close. And I had a crush on Sophia like when I was young, like way back. Like when she was in the fucking Godfather 3, like, and like, you know, she was also an extra in the Outsiders. I mean, her dad's fucking super legend status. But
she's cool.
I mean, you're telling me right now you don't have like a fashion brand? You know, there's nothing like, I mean, didn't you fuck with like Chloe or Celine for a minute? Like,
yeah, I loved Celine, but it's completely different now.
Yeah.
But Phoebe was amazing. She's the best dressed woman ever. The Row is good and Bottega is nice.
You know, Bottega's super like always been just consistent. Like, but I like that I can tell what it is immediately. You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of like before you could, and like now, shit, man, it's hard to identify with the brand. Like some of the stuff that Gucci does, if you don't see that green, red, green, it's like, I don't know. Actually, no, you can tell it. That like
I mean, that's the thing. I just feel like all these designer brands are just doing like the worst, like neon and all over print and big logos. It's just gross.
I don't mind all over print.
I know you like the logo, but I'm more into like understated.
I like understated too. I'm wearing a fucking white tee
right now.
All right, like I'm wearing some fucking regular ass, well, the Maxfield sweats. But do you have any stalkers?
Not stalk. Actually, in New York, I had some stalkers. People who'd be like, "Oh, I know what building you live in. Like, I live in the same neighborhood," but nothing crazy.
Nothing like weird.
No. Have you?
Oh, I've had a couple stalkers. And a crazy part.
Guys or girls?
Mostly guys. Okay. And then it'd be like a girl and it'd be like, it's just, I don't know, man. You know what? I'm going to say something like, oh, why are you shaming? Why? I won't even say what it's about. They'd be like, why are you shaming? Everyone has, don't you fucking hate that? It's like, everyone is trying to pull dirt from, for you, it'd be like not that long ago, whatever, like 3, 4, 5 years ago. For me, like 20 years ago, oh, you did this. Like,
really?
No, what I'm saying is, with like any celebrity, they want to find something out from like 20 years ago and be like, yo, you're canceled, blah, blah. Like, man, shut the fuck up. Like,
I'm so over this fake outrage. Like, no one actually cares about anything. They're not offended.
Okay, I care about the Amazon fire. Like, no bullshit, because I'm scared. You know, like if it really does supply a quarter of the world's auction or the fuck it is,
of course. 10%. But I mean, when, you know, like I did some Evian posts and people were freaking out that I had a plastic bottle. I'm like, you don't actually care. You just like want to talk shit.
Is that the water drama you're talking about? Or?
Yeah, like they were free. I deleted it because people were going crazy. Can you imagine? First of all, I don't know how people have the time. I'm like, don't you people have jobs?
Well, I'll make the time to be petty, but I'm not going to talk about like something like that. Like, so hold on, wait a second. Right. Were you endorsed by Evian?
I did like a few sponsored posts for them. Big fucking deal. Yeah, single-use plastic is not good, but give me a break. You're telling me that none of you have bought a plastic water bottle from the store. Get over it.
What the fuck?
It was insane.
Anyways, well, a lot of people don't know how we met.
How did we meet? We met on Twitter.
No, we didn't. I met you through Neek. Trust me, Neek was the one that he bridged the gap.
Really?
Yes.
Well, we first started talking on Twitter.
Maybe. I don't know. And I know I used to fucking really troll you bad and talk shit. And people thought like, first of all, people were like, oh, he has a crush on her. Like, no, no, oh no, that's his niece or blah, blah, whatever. It's like he's fucking married. People would DM my wife and be like, yo,
I know,
you
that
need
was
to get
fucked up.
No, but the funny, they do it all the time. Like,
that was just annoying.
It's just stupid. My wife was like, yo, are you guys fucking retarded? Like they're fucking friends. Like she's like literally is like his niece. You know what I'm saying? He's like literally fucking Tito Ben. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like,
no, I always thought it was funny. I mean, I don't take anything seriously. So you trolling is just like funny.
No, I know. I was just always talking shit. So like, when's the last time you talked to Neek?
Maybe 3 years ago, 2 years ago.
What the fuck? It's been that long?
Mad long. I mean, he ghosted. He
went on some weird shit.
He even ghosted on like some of his best friends.
Yeah. You know, he got married, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on some other shit.
I mean, I'm happy for him.
No, good, man. You know what I'm saying?
Live your life. I miss him, but
I wouldn't say I miss him. That's my boy. That's my dog. But like, no, that's my, and I'm happy for him. But it's just like, there was definitely, you know what, man? He lived such a, not hard, but hard. He lived a hard life for a long time.
I know.
And think about being like in the streetwear culture and not the culture where people think, I'm really not like really being that streetwear culture. And like, think about like the people who make millions.
Yeah.
Then think about the people who work at brands. And then think about the people who are like literally at not the bottom, but the ones who are doing the manual labor, doing like the shit. And it's like, he worked hard. He had like, didn't grow up rich and everything else. He was just, he was very creative. He was super talented. And I was happy for him. The only thing is, he just didn't listen. I was like, yo, bro, I'm really gonna try to help you out, like with cars and shit. But anyways, people don't want to hear about it.
Bro, I was friends with him when he had a Prius and like now he has all these crazy cars.
Right. I mean, did you know when he had been Asian?
Yeah.
That's so fucking funny.
And Hood by Asian.
Oh, I don't know.
I think he did that too. Yeah.
All right. So what's like the biggest misconception about you?
Maybe that I'm stuck up or that I come from money. Or no, recently I've been seeing people say like, we know you have like a sugar daddy. I'm like, bitch, I literally work for everything that I have. Like I've never been handed anything.
Am I crazy? And I'm sorry. Do you have a Birkin?
I do, but I sold it.
Okay. But you bought it yourself, right?
Bought it myself.
Okay. Good for you.
I bought my G-Wagon myself. I bought everything myself.
I remember when you're getting the cars, I helped you. Like I guided you in the right direction and everything.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is I wanted to ask you something. And it was like, because you're so young and you're established, like you paid for your G-Wagon, your Range, whatever. And, you live in a nice place. Is your credit good?
Yeah, it's amazing. Perfect credit score. I check it like every week because I'm so paranoid.
What's your credit right now?
770.
Okay. I'm an 822, just so you know, but it's different.
Well, okay, so listen, the reason why it's not amazing is because I've only had a credit card for 3 years.
Right.
Because I just moved to the US 4 years ago. If you haven't had a credit card that long, it's not good.
Wait a second, how does credit work in Canada?
Well, I never had a credit card in Canada.
Okay, but what I'm saying, don't they use, listen, hold on. Do you have a U.S. Social Security? You have to, right?
Yeah, but I've only had it for 4 years.
Social Security number?
Yeah.
Okay, but you have, you know what? I'm so sorry. I feel so fucking stupid asking this. No,
I have a green card.
No, I'm talking about in Canada. How does credit work in Canada? I've never asked anybody this question ever.
I mean, it's the same, but it's just when you move somewhere new, you start from zero.
I get it. But what I'm saying is in Canada, like to establish credit, you have to be a Canadian citizen, correct?
Of course.
Okay. And you never established credit in Canada?
No.
Okay. So you have a very high credit score is fucking crazy high. When you got your car and everything else, you're approved, no problem.
Yeah.
You know, the reason why I'm talking about this is because I have a lot of young followers, right? And in my last, episode before this last one, I talked about having bad credit. I fucked up my credit like 2 or 3 times in my life. Like bad. Like 500, like horrible. I said I couldn't get a fucking credit card for $60 to Petco. Like, you know what I'm saying?
What did you do?
I just fucked off bills. Like when I was in college,
okay.
When I was in college, I was broke, even though I had like my little things here and there. You know, my parents had no money to give me for like money. And like I got a credit card. I signed up for like a student's credit card, you know, like Wells Fargo. Then I got approved for like an American Express card. Like as a freshman in college, I was like, holy shit, this is fucking amazing, right? So I went and bought a fucking crazy DJ setup. I spent like $2-3 grand on it.
God.
And I didn't pay the bill and like just fucked off that. Then I fixed it. And then later on, I just fucked up my credit being stupid, you know what I mean? And just being dumb. And like, now I have perfect, because I have kids. Like at your age right now, you just said you're paranoid about fucking it up, right? Why do you feel like it's so important to have credit?
I mean, you need good credit to buy a house,
right?
To get approved for a car lease. I'm not buying a new car. I mean, I know you do, but I just don't think
it goes back and forth. It depends. I lease certain cars and I buy certain cars.
Yeah, for those major life events, you need a good credit.
Now, I rarely compliment you, right? I think I've said like 1 or 2 things. Like, hey, I like that outfit. Like I've never said anything positive. Right now, for all my listeners, especially any female listeners that are under the age of 30, credit is so fucking important. And right now, I'm like hand clapping. I'm so fucking proud of Emily. This is like, seriously, most girls don't have credit. They just don't like, you know, like you want to buy a house soon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like let me tell you something right now. If you have a fucking parking ticket, like that went to collections, they'll fucking find it and fucking either fuck up your APR or just decline your loan off that little petty shit. So anyways, I just wanted to add that.
But also just people not paying, like people get a credit card and they think they have all this money that they can spend, but it's just like, don't spend money you don't have. Like I pay that off first of the month. Like every month.
I don't let anything linger.
But I think people think that they can just like,
if something lingers, like for instance, like I make 2 or 3 payments a month on my credit cards, right? Because I might spend 60 grand on a card and be like, yo, fuck this. Let me chip it down to 20, then 20 and 20. Cause I don't want it to revolve depending, I don't know, no one has the time to fucking sit there and figure out exactly when it closes, because you can't sit there and be like, oh, well, I got to buy this. I have to buy diamonds. I have to buy, who knows what the fuck you need to buy? You need to buy plane tickets. You're going to say, well, I'm going to make to the 23rd because on the 24th, my account starts up into a new month. Like, fuck all that. So it's important. And people don't realize, like, at the worst, if your credit limit is 20 grand, you shouldn't leave more than 2,000 to 3,000 on your card the next month. You know what I'm saying? Like that lingers on to next, because you don't want to fucking have those finance rates. You know what I'm saying? Like the fucking, that's just like, the finance charges are crazy. But anyways, I'm really impressed. That's I commend you.
Thank you for the first compliment ever. No, just kidding.
So going on to it, obviously, like, well, you know, sugar daddy, but you have a boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
So, when do I get to meet this guy?
He'll be here next week.
So he's from Europe?
He lives in Paris.
He lives in Paris.
That's why I go back and forth.
Like, you've been going to Paris a lot.
I know.
So you kept your place here, but you're in Paris a lot.
I just do both, and I feel like it's perfect. I love Paris and I love LA.
If you don't mind me asking, like, you don't have to tell me what he, like, where he works, right? But what does he do for a living? What is he?
I mean, I feel like I've posted him once. He's the first boyfriend I've ever posted. He owns a brand called Harmony.
What is that?
Do you remember the streetwear brand Brooklyn We Go Hard? It was like way back in the day.
Vaguely.
Anyways, he had that brand and then he started this brand. But it's like a men's like luxury, like an APC vibe kind of brand.
Oh, okay, dope. So he's on some, okay.
Yeah.
APC's flies, one of my favorite brands.
Yeah.
Okay, so he lives in Paris though. Mm-hmm. Does he have a pop-up shop? I mean, does he have a store?
He has a store in Paris.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
So
he's like a real designer.
Okay. So like, are you guys like, is it serious? You like whatever?
Yeah, it's serious. I love him, and I feel like everyone I've been with up until now, like I shouldn't have been with. Like I love them and I'm still friends with them, but like I shouldn't have been with them. They just like weren't the person for me.
Well, I mean,
you go through that though.
I think also just because of like, I think people judge you a lot from like when I just kind of just witness how people like, just how they react with how you post pictures and shit. Mm-hmm. And you try to do like your artsy little thirst trap post sometimes. And I just crack up. And I know you're doing it to get a reaction just to fuck with people. But like, is he a lot older than you? Or is he just kind of like,
He's 30, which...
Oh shit, he's young.
Yeah, he's
young.
Dude,
he's fucking... Wow, that's dope. So you guys are in a really... Listen, people don't understand this. And not saying it doesn't work, but it's like when you got a dude who's like 27 is such a fucking immature age for a dude. Mm-hmm. Like you got to date a girl that's like 21. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why. Like my wife is 11 years younger than me. And I'm still immature.
Yeah.
Like that's good. So you guys are serious. That's. I'm really happy. Like let me ask you this: do you have any desire to have kids someday or anything?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I don't know. Some girls are like, yeah, fuck that. I don't want kids and whatever.
No, I fear a monster. Maybe no, just kidding. No, I want kids. But the only thing is, he's Jewish, and I have to convert if we were to get married.
So what's wrong with that?
I feel like it's a lot of work.
Nah, what are you talking about? My sister's converted. I mean,
really?
Half my family's Jewish. Yeah, my nieces are Jewish. I told you this before.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so she converted.
Yeah. But I mean, my sister was already fucking Oriental already. You know what I'm saying? She was like already. I mean, we grew up around Jews all our life. You know, it's like, and my mom had like people who like she worked in business with when she was like a dress contractor. You know, and like. If you know the OG story about the Shmata business and like cut and sew and like and streetwear, like the OG, like Fresh Jive and stuff, it's all Jewish shit. You know, it's like
really,
yeah, the super OG stuff.
I mean, yeah, I'm down. It's just like it seems like I'm like, can I just do like the express like?
I don't know.
Quick version.
Yeah, I haven't converted. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just I just had a lot of family and I've always been around Jews. I've been to a lot of seders and a lot of dinners and you know what I'm saying? And like I don't know, not awkward. Could you be with somebody that you made more money than?
Yeah.
You could.
I mean, yeah, it's not like I know this is cliche, but it's not important to me. I mean, I feel like I've always, from a young age, supported myself, and I'm not looking for someone to do that.
I mean, when you work at a complex, you lived in an apartment. I remember you always posted your apartment.
I was broke. I was living in Bed-Stuy. I was broke as fuck.
Holy shit, you lived in Bed-Stuy?
Like far Bed-Stuy. Not like the cool Bed-Stuy where like hipsters live. I was living off the Halsey J.
Like do or die Bed-Stuy.
Yeah, like there was bullet holes on my front door. Bed-Stuy.
The fuck? I didn't know that.
I was broke. Crazy. I was getting paid nothing. Like, are you kidding? Media? Like,
no, I know. I hear you. So I mean, like when you and your boyfriend go out on like have a nice little romantic dinner in Paris, like who pays for the meal?
He always pays.
Oh, okay.
He's a gentleman.
That's good. No, I mean, I could never let no girl pay for me.
I always offer, because I have class, but he always pays.
That's good. That's good. That's good. So let's get into some important questions now. Some really, really important questions. Do you get nasty DMs?
Less in the past year.
Why? Because the boyfriend, you think?
I think so, because I posted and I like let everyone know, and I just feel like I don't, now that I'm not at Complex, I don't really have that, I don't know, immature kind of like savage.
You still got some immature.
Some, but I think less and less.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to get dick pics all the time.
Oh shit! I wasn't even talking about Jesus Christ. I was saying like that's fucking terrible.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
What, did you block them after that?
Of course.
No, I was saying like any celebrities hit you up and shit, any rappers or whatever.
Oh, no, not that I can remember. I remember one time I like this very famous NBA player like hit on me and would like asked me to like, what are you doing later? Like, let's meet up. And I was like, ew, no. And like, he's married and has kids. I was like, you're so shady.
Oh shit! Now you gotta tell me who it is. I'm just.
I'll tell you off mic.
All right. So like, I always ask people because you've been living here for 2 years.
One.
No.
It's only been a year.
No, it's been a little longer.
Maybe a year and 2 months.
Yeah, because you came to Kaya's birthday. Her birthday was a month ago. So, okay. So like, what is your favorite place to eat in Los Angeles?
Oh, I used to think New York had the best food. I think LA has the best food.
Oh man, LA is way better than New York. I mean,
100%. I mean, it's fresh. First of all, the farms are here. Everything's closer. Okay, favorite restaurant?
Fuck, I totally forgot. Where did we go eat one time?
TOT?
Not even TOT, somewhere else.
But we went to TOT.
We did, but we went somewhere else. I could not fucking believe your appetite.
Oh, I eat a lot.
What was it? Beverly Hills Hotel. Where was it? We ate somewhere. Where the fuck did we eat?
I don't remember.
No, we ate somewhere and I was like, holy shit. I'm sorry. You know what? My bad. That was in New York. We ate Thai food.
Oh, Uncle Boone's.
I couldn't fucking believe how much. Do you know, like, I'm a big dude. I could eat.
Yeah.
You ate
more than you.
Fucking. What?
I ate a lot.
I was shocked. I couldn't. How tall are you?
5'6".
Okay, 5'6".
Yeah.
You're like 105, 103.
No, I weigh like 115.
That's still cheese. I still can't get over how much you ate that day.
I mean, I work out.
I'm sorry, one more time. What did you say your favorite place in LA was?
Oh, it's so hard. I love this Italian place called La Pergoletta. Have you been?
You know what? I can shockingly say no. That's
no,
weird.
It's not I'm not into like these bougie like.
Girl, you need to stop playing with me. I know everything. Like, by the way, well, woof. I almost said where your house was. I don't want to do that, but there's a spot near your house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I love that place.
Let's don't talk about it. So, but where's the spot you're talking about?
So you probably don't go. It's in Los Feliz.
What are you talking about? We won't. Shit. I know everything about Los Feliz. So where is it at? On Hillhurst?
Yeah, Hillhurst and like Vermont.
No, Vermont Hillhurst one parallel.
Okay.
Parallel. Is it near like Alcove?
You know where Jenny's ice cream is?
Yeah.
It's a block down.
Okay. So it's in a real hipster part of Los Feliz. It's not in the like. So have you ever been to a place called Farfalla in Los Feliz?
No.
Oh my God.
What is it?
It's just a pasta Italian spot. It's really good too.
Really?
Super bomb. They have a fucking salmon farfalla pasta that is so fire. Like I just
salmon pasta. That's no.
Yo, trust me. I just told Cuddy about that spot. It shit is fucking fire. Like fire.
Really?
There's actually a really amazing market. Better than Erewhon. Better than better than Whole Foods. Way more like super crazy direct. It's called Lassen's and it's on Hillhurst.
Oh, I've heard of it.
They're super
It's
dope.
good?
Yeah. They're just, can you imagine how fucking expensive Whole Foods and Erewhon is?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Lassen's is more expensive than that.
No.
Yeah. It's because it's, it's expensive to eat.
Of course.
Like my kids only eat organic food. It's,
as they should.
And it's so funny how Erewhon all of a sudden became like popular because
cool.
I lived on top Erewhon, right? I lived on top Erewhon for like 2-3 years until we got evicted. Tupac was my neighbor. We will get into that in another episode, but it was dope. If you even see like a license, you could pull up Tupac's license picture and it'll show you 7660 Beverly Boulevard. Like boom, it's Erewhon. Because we live in Broadcast Center. And one of the dudes from Bone lived there. Sally Richardson. There's a couple actors that lived in there. It was a dope building. It was just because it was so next to everything. This is before the Grove was even like thought of. But no, the Erewhon is like, when I was living there, I wouldn't fuck with none. That shit was like, they were hard about, it was vegetarian then. And they had a turkey burger that was off the chain, but like it was hard. Now, Erewhon's like such a dope place. Have you been to the Calabasas one?
No.
Oh my God. I hate Calabasas, but it makes the one on Beverly look like Bed-Stuy.
Really?
It makes it look like the hood. It's
The
like,
Santa Monica one's nice.
I haven't been in that one. Oh,
It's
shit.
such a scene, but the food is good and it's just healthy and you know you're getting.
Tell me you've been to Bay Cities in Santa Monica.
No.
Oh, I'm gonna smack you. You would fucking love that place so much.
You just recently told me about it. What is it?
Bay Cities is a deli. Just shut up and just go. It's in Santa Monica.
Okay.
You will go fucking crazy. All right. The last thing I want to ask you before we sign off is, what is in the future for Emily Oberg? Like honestly, like what is your end goal?
I want to open a chain of wellness centers, not gyms. But what? Okay, hear me out.
So you want to be broke, basically. You want to be poor.
No.
Define
Do you think
wellness.
the founder of Equinox is poor?
That's not wellness. That's
Yes,
some
it is.
fucking jiggy bougie fucking.
Okay, mine is going to be even more bougie. It's going to be 5 times the price, way more exclusive, gym, holistic health, like personalized health, cryotherapy, infrared, all of the devices.
Aromatherapy and all that shit. Like smells good in there.
Well, yeah, but that's just basic. But like well designed and super
Listen,
exclusive.
cryotherapy, is that the shit where like you go into like the
The
negative
ice
50
chamber,
degrees?
yeah.
Do you know Antonio Brown, right? AB,
Yeah.
NFL player. He had his feet burned in there. What the fuck happened? I don't get it. Like,
Whoever was operating it didn't know what they were doing then.
but he's like a big star, you know what I'm saying? So I'm scared. Like, a few of my friends, like a lot of my NBA player friends, they've done it. Like, when you go in there, is it really freezing cold? Does it feel like,
Oh, yeah.
no, I mean, like, you know, when you go in New York and it's like January and it's -7, is it worse than that?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
I'm not
literally like a negative 120.
Oh, I'm not doing that shit. Well, so what's the benefit of it?
I mean, if you work out, you're inflamed, your body. So it just calms the inflammation.
No, I'm saying, so you do it after the workout.
Yeah. I mean, you could do it anytime. It doesn't have to be after a workout. But in general, like,
Are you naked?
yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know, you
no.
can have like a towel around you, but
You freeze your nuts off. Like, well, I mean, like
you
for
wouldn't. You know, you wear your boxers.
How long do you go in there for?
The max you can go is 3.5 minutes. You can't go longer.
And, okay, so anyways, you want to open, stop saying wellness centers. Stop saying this. You want to open like private gyms,
Yes, but more than a gym, but yes.
like massage therapy.
Health club
Okay,
on
health club.
steroids.
That's not healthy. Okay, so you ideally want to. I thought you were going to say something different, like, oh, I want to order fucking the Sporty and Rich brick and mortar stores. Okay, so you
Well,
want.
but that's basic. That'll happen in like a year.
Oh my God, you're so crazy. But you okay, let's say for instance you have a kid or 2 kids. Do you just let, I don't know your boyfriend's name, but I don't want, but do you just let him hold you down while you have the kids, or do you want to still work when you have kids? Like,
No, I feel like when I have kids, I want to be like in my peak physical and mental condition. So I just want to like chill.
right. But who's gonna run the health centers then?
I'll do it after I have kids.
Oh my God.
Or I'll do it before and then I'll have kids. I pay people to run it for me.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were gonna say. So that's the end goal. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to like.
Yes.
And like, what would your legacy be? Like when your kids are like, oh, who's my mommy? Like,
She created the most exclusive luxury health centers in the world.
oh my God, you are the worst. This is fucking...
What? That's amazing. I'm going to change the world with these wellness centers. Just wait and see.
Okay. I'm gonna wait. I'll be by the time I die, I'll be like, yo, listen, whatever happened. Is there anything you want to ask me? Is there anything you want to shout out? Is there anything you want to like? I mean,
Oh yeah, what should I ask you? Okay, so you're not really doing chains anymore, are you?
I'm doing them. Like I'm in the middle of like fucking 4 chains. I'm just not talking about them. Like, but I'm in the
But
middle.
only for like super top tier people.
Not necessarily. I mean, right now, yes, but it's really about like, I don't want anybody to waste my time.
Yeah.
So I upped it to $250,000.
Oh my God.
At first I was doing like 70% up down and then the rest. I need all 250,000 up front before your name goes on a list, and it's shortened the list. Like I had 19 names and I had 11. Now I have like 3, you know, but it's like, it's great. Like I could make a chain for like $100,000 and pocket 150 because they want the chain that bad. You know, it's really, it just depends on what it is. Then people can work something out with me, you know, like, hey, I want to do this, this, and this. But I have 3 in the queue right now and I'm kind of slowly working on all 3. But, you know, I want to do this podcast, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to be a dad. I mean, I am a dad, but I want to be like more involved with my kids. They're like starting to like really fuck around and, sports and whatever, and just a bunch of things. My daughter's getting to like the point where she's like now starting like being the boss of the house. So yeah, no, I'm doing chains, and my cannabis company is really doing super well. So that is taking up a lot of time too, and plus that's financially like supporting me like the most. But no, I mean,
what's the most expensive chain you did?
10 mil
For
Saudi prince.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Will you design my wedding ring?
Yeah, of course. What are you talking about?
I want a canary diamond.
Yeah, that's like, you mean engagement? I'll do the engagement ring and the wedding band as well, like the matching thing.
Okay.
So anyway, so how do people find? So you don't have you only have Instagram then?
Well, I still have my Twitter, but I deleted the app. I don't go on it. So I have Instagram. It's just Emily Oberg and Sporty and Rich.
I thought it was Emily O-M-O. Oh, you got
No, I changed it.
You finally got it,
Yeah,
right?
I changed it.
Okay, and then you have Snapchat.
No, Snapchat still exists?
I don't know. I haven't had it in like 3 or 4 years.
Do people still use Snapchat?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I think people, what is that new thing people use? They like sing to songs and like video themselves.
Tinder?
No, but okay.
Do you have Tinder?
I'm not on Tinder, no.
What's the other app? What's the other social like the dating
Raya.
app? No, the dating app.
Raya.
I never heard of it.
It's like for like celebrities.
Oh,
like
God.
I heard Hannibal Buress is on it.
I actually just met him recently. He's a really nice guy. I met him at 420 in San Francisco.
I'm sure he's nice.
Okay, so at Emily Oberg.
At Sporty and Rich.
At Sporty and Rich.
When is this coming out?
Listen, anyways, it's coming out. Just shut up. So I want to thank you for coming out for real. I really appreciate it.
Me.
And yes, y'all, I'll be back with the outro. So you see, Emily Oberg is taken. She ain't fucking with none of you streetwear goofies. You fucking nerds. I wish her the best though. So before we get out of here, I want to say a few things, man. So today is the 10-year anniversary of DJ AM's death. Adam was my boy. He's fucking changed the game for DJing. If it wasn't for him, there wouldn't be a lot of DJs out here getting that whole festival style, that whole mix of electric to hip hop and all that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And me and him, we had some differences here and there. You know what I'm saying? We would battle each other out. You know, it was a weird time. You know what I'm saying? In Hollywood, especially for DJs. For some of you who don't know, I was a big DJ in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? And I was doing all the big clubs, and that's how I met so many fucking people. You know what I mean? Even when I was at A&R and I was like getting really paid in the music business, I always kept my DJ gigs because I was was popping. You know what I'm saying? Like me, Mark Ronson, AM. We'll get into that more later when I get into the whole DJ thing. But he was a solid dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to him. And a lot of people didn't know probably that we were in a crew together. It was a sneaker and DJ crew. It was called AMC, which stood for Air Max Crew, MACKS. And, it was also a play on words like Air Max, the sneakers. And it was me, him, and DJ Homicide. And for a little bit, my boy Meth Amphibian was in the crew. If you guys know the sneaker, like real OG sneaker shit, you would know who Meth Amphibian is. And I got the name Air Max Crew from Hitman, actually, who was Dr. Dre's writer for the 2001. In fact, he wrote most of the songs on there. He's the only the only artist on that entire 2001 album who actually had a solo song called Act Right. And also Fairfax High School alumnus. So anyways, man, DJ Homicide's going to join me this weekend. And I'm hoping he doesn't flake, you know what I'm saying? Because Homicide he's a special dude, man. He's fucking crazy. His page just got deleted, so he's real pissed about that. He's trying to get it back. Anyways, yeah, so we're going to do a little special tribute to AM. And him and Homicide were super fucking close. I'll let him tell you a little bit more about it. I knew it because I was, firsthand there. But to this day, Homicide's never spoke about AM's death or like AM, his life, except, me and him talk about it. I'm talking about publicly. He's never spoke about it. And actually, you know what? He said a few words, like a couple sentences literally at the funeral memorial. And at the funeral memorial is when I said some shit. And I think it fucked up the whole fucking place. I set it off with some shit that completely like goes against my ego and my whole reputation as everything, as who I am. And we'll get into that too. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy time, man. It was nuts. And some more bad news. I just found out actually today, a follower DM me. I don't really like using the word fan, man. You know what I'm saying? Even I had some NFL dudes, like pro players, to tell me, "Oh, I'm a big fan of your work. Oh, I'm a fan of this. I'm a fan." I just don't like saying the word fan. You know, my wife even said, she's like, you know, and my wife is kind of like, yo, anytime someone has to take a pic, she always kind of encouraged me to do it. And like lately, I've been like, not wanting to, but like sometimes I'm in the middle of like eating my food, or like I said, you know, and I trip on that shit. You know what I'm saying? But like the thing with fans, it's really, yeah, man. I just, you know, as much of a dickhead as I am, I try not to be a dick when it comes to certain other things. And so like, I don't know, it's weird, you know, and I know I got a lot of followers, almost 2 million across all 3 or 4 social media platforms. But anyways, a follower hit me up today, and she had hit me with a message from like a year ago or so, and then earlier this year, about my old boy Max. And my boy Max is Max Murder. He's also in a crew called AMC, and I forgot what it was called. It was like American Murder Crew or something and everything. And he was a crazy ass dude. He was a part of the Good Charlotte crew. He was crazy as motherfucking hell. He's just nuts, you know what I'm saying? And Max was fucking, I love this dude, man. This motherfucker was Mexican, but he looked like a straight up emo white boy. And fucking, man, we had some good times. I met him through Joel Madden and Benji Madden, again from Good Charlotte. And, you know, he was with that crew, and then we just became real close, man. I was fucking hanging out with this dude a lot. I just found out he passed away this year on Valentine's Day. And it fucked me up. Like, you know, I've lost a lot of homies, and I've lost some people here and there. I don't know, man. This one fucked me up, man. 35 years old, passed away. He had no kids, and he was on a fucking warpath, you know what I'm saying? And it's just last time I seen him, I was with my wife, and London was born, and I was like, yo, man, I can't be around this shit, because I just I'm on a different path right now. And he just he was super destructive, and but you know, he always did his thing. He was a hustler and whatever, and he always tried to figure things out. And man, I hope he's resting in peace. I hope he's chilling somewhere, and God bless his family and everyone who he loved. You know what I'm saying? That shit's crazy, man. You know, it fucked me up really good, man. I just found out about it earlier today. So anyways, man, yeah, so that is a wrap on episode 7. And oh, you know what? Oh yeah, hold on. Been seeing this shit on social media a lot lately, and I just want to address it. Stop saying everyone has the 24 hours as you know, the same 24 hours you do. Stop saying you have the same 24 hours as Beyonce. No, they motherfucking don't. I'll be the first one to tell you that. I mean, yes, they do. That's true. But not everyone got assistants. Not everyone has trainers. Not everyone has the same privilege. Not everyone has the same millions. You know what I mean? They might have the same work ethic, but you know what? 2 people can have the same work ethic and do the same type of work, and the outcome be totally fucking different. You know what I mean? That privilege help you bypass a lot of bullshit. So stop saying that shit. All right? So, man, I love you guys, man. Again, listen, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I'm off to the Bay Area, San Francisco. We're going to record a little bit, do some pods. I got some VVS business. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Miles, man, take us out of here with one of them Lakey beats. By the way, this is a Dust Brothers production.